Online gameplay video. Now I've actually made this video we talked about this in about one, two, three, 4 dozen different videos, but I figured it's about time I put it all together. So as you all know, there's a DLC coming out next month, so technically right around the corner. We have 3 more vehicles to drop. We have the Hunter at, I want to say 3 something million, maybe 4 or 5 million. I'll have to look at that in a minute on my phone. And we have the Coil Cyclone at just under 2 million at $1,890,000, and then we have the Laser at $6.5 million. But first of all, I was thinking people like that Zane's fan can do a review on the Hunter, which isn't out yet, or the Laser, which isn't out yet, or the Cyclone. I don't know. But the point is, with those 3 vehicles, we have 3 weeks before we get information on the next DLC. Well, where did my screenshots go? I'll tell you the prices of the other 2 vehicles. That's not the other 2. So this DLC has been pretty decent DLC. Of course, payouts are not that well for the air freight. But now that we know that Grand Theft Auto 5 online, GTA Online, is going to be around for at least another year, so 5 years. Wow, right? Okay. Obviously not going to any new consoles like PS5, which obviously Sony is working on, but you know, it's kind of in the basement, I guess. You know, they're gonna outshine Xbox every chance they get. But first off, you bought the Xbox 110 or 230, I don't know, whatever the new one is, the 1X. That 1X? 1S? I don't know, whatever it is. You wasted your money because it's just going to break on you within a year. So the Hunter at 3.1 million or 4.123, depending on if you have the cheaper price unlocked, of which you can actually unlock that right now if you do a bunch of air freight sources. The vehicles they bought out have been decent. We haven't really they haven't really been that great in terms of like overall usage of things you can use it for, but then again they're pretty cool. The guns have been kind of, you know, let's just say not good. I mean, the LF-22 Starling, that thing was useless unless you use it for a mission where you don't have to land it. Then you're good. You're golden. So anyway, so first of all, here's what we have. As you all know, we have the crates. We have, we have this another version of the crates, the air freight. So they could do another twist on the crates. I mean, they could probably do another dozen twists on the crates, because really that's what the air freight is. It's a twist on the crates. I mean, think about it. You go, you get the object, there's the crate, you get it, you bring it back, and then you're pretty much done. I mean, you'd sell it for 100% profit. Yeah, 100% profit, but then again, it's not that much money off it. And then we have the vehicle warehouse, of which I'm doing right now. The vehicles, the cars. So I feel like going off. Okay, well, we have the bunker stuff, which is a good investment. Not gonna lie, it's a pretty good investment. And then you have the MC businesses, which they kind of failed at. I mean, there are a few that seem like they're pretty good. I still got to upgrade one all the way, which is costing 1.4 million. So stay tuned for that, as I will tell you if it is worth it or not. Looks like it might be. So they could go with idle income, even though we already have the bunker, which is 100 grand profit. At least once you get fully upgraded and you buy it for 75 grand, you're making really at least $100,000 off it. At the very least, you're making, hello, thank you for joining, you're making at least 75 at minimum profit. So you're making the 75 grand back, and then another 75,000 on top of that, and actually a little bit more. So anyway, here's what's left. Now, what they could do, well, I mean, they could really do anything, I guess, but what is kind of realistic, I mean, as realistic as you can get for, you know, a video game, especially one with, what do we have here? We have the Batmobile, we have a flying bike, we have a supercar with a, oh, wait, no, hold on, we have a, oh, shit. Get over here, huh? Hold on, okay, let's get out of here. Whoa, we're not gonna blow that up. Hold on, let's see this guy. How do you get over here? Oh, I don't want to shoot. There we go. I want to shoot the car. But, yeah, you have a electric supercar with the rocket engine on the back of it. So I don't know if it's that electric engine, I guess, that electric rocket engine. But anyway, so with the expansion of cars, I mean, there's been a rumor that the next DLC could be a boat DLC. We haven't seen any boats in quite a while. There's really not much to do with the boats, so maybe they'll bring out where, I don't know, we kind of do the crates, but using boats. Hey Simon, how you doing? Thank you so much for joining. But I actually saw you on an hour ago. Actually, yeah, I've been on all morning, but I was like, you know what? I'm actually gonna see if Simon's on. I checked like 3 minutes ago, and you're offline. Then you're online an hour ago, so I just missed you, bro. But I was watching television, or telly, as you call it. There's a fire engine. I'll make sure this guy don't sneak past me. There we go. So we could do something like that. Where maybe we grab the tugboat to steal it. I don't know, maybe steal a tugboat. I mean, what I could see them doing is, of course, these are, you know, kind of what I think would be cool, and, you know, there are other things that they could do as well, obviously, but maybe they actually do bring out the aircraft carrier where we can buy it for business, and that's like our HQ for whatever you would call it, the smugglers one we got, what exporters, I don't know, maybe you take boats. Maybe you gotta go and steal boats, or maybe you get a ferry and you actually have to take and you can take different vehicles, like cars and motorcycles. You have to take them to the ferry and then, you know, put them on the ferry and then drive over there and kind of protect the ferry, or maybe it drives by itself. If you wanted to drive by itself, you gotta drive it as fast as you can go, which is probably about, what, 25, 30 miles per hour. I don't know how fast they actually go. Or, you know, you could have it go by itself, but it would go maybe 5 or 10 miles an hour. And, I don't know, of course you'd have the guys in the buzzard attack chopper with OP aim that would just be able to hit you no matter which way they're facing, and just all that craziness. There's that, and then of course there is the human smuggling, human trafficking operations. So basically, because we have the pimp jacket, which is what made me think that this would be a DLC sometime in the future. I thought it'd be out by now, because we have the pimp jacket, but we can't become a pimp. But there's kind of like teasing us there, so does that mean we will? You know, I mean, and then of course, obviously we have the legitimate business DLCs, and then of course we could do an expansion off of the vehicle warehouse, which is what I'm doing right now, as you can see, where, you know, it's like motorcycles maybe, or maybe it's bicycles, or push bikes as you call it, or push bars. Ah, crap. Yeah, the intro books, whatever. So maybe that's where we go with that from now on, from here on out. And then the rumor that's been popping around, which I do hope it's true, because I've wanted this for a long time, is mansions. Is that the next DLC is going to bring out mansions as purchasable property. Now we have seen mansions with for sale signs around the map, and of course I can make anyone for sale. I mean, heck, I think me and you, Simon, if you're still there, believe that they changed the billboards, like every so often. which not all of them, just some of them. I mean, obviously the one with the hanging guy is not going to change. I mean, there's that one, and then I think like the Welcome to Hell or Hell Awaits or whatever, it hasn't changed in 4 years, but they could. And honestly, don't forget, there's always the opportunity, or there's always a chance that they could bring back something from last gen that I think they even took away on last gen. Oh, you're not here? Okay, okay, Simon, I don't know you're not there. You're here? You're not there? You're not here? Okay. But, because I don't know if you all remember, I'm sure if Simon would, but he's not here, so, you know, maybe he'll hear it somehow. I don't know. Gotta figure that out, huh? But, like, I don't know if y'all remember this, but the armored trucks that would spawn in now and again. And you know, where you rob a store, you get $1,000. And you'd be lucky to get 18, 1900, maybe even $2,000. But with the armored trucks, you would actually get like 10 to 12, sometimes even $20,000 just for sticking a sticky bomb on the back of it, blowing it up, stopping, getting out, and losing the cops. And you're golden. I mean, of course, then again, now it'd be super easy to lose cops, because all you gotta do is go into your bunker or your hangar, and of course, then again, you could just, you know, the bunker right over here, you know, and then you just kind of, because I clearly remember, you know, me and my friends, like two of my friends were going up and down this highway over here. They've made probably close to $500,000 or pounds, if not a million or more, just by, you know, they were just, because they would spawn like right here on this stretch of the freeway, the motorway, you know, the highway, whatever. So that's always an option, which I think would be cool. And then of course I remember this was on PS3, and it was after the Heist DLC came out, because I remember using my Hydra, but I remember there would be like I think Lester would call you, saying, hey, because before Lamar, it was going to be Lamar, I think it was like Lester or, what was his face that runs Merryweather, Devin Weston, or, no, not Devin Weston, I don't know if Devin Weston's got that. Is this? Hold on. 14, probably the wrong, Martin, and Martin, but they call you up and they'd say, hey, look, there's, you know, somebody trying to do such and such, I don't like them, take it out. And it would be like helicopter or plane that you have to go and chase down and shoot. You get an easy like 10, 20 grand. So that's always an option to bring those out, and maybe with these new weaponized vehicles that we have now, and that we are getting in December, maybe we could expand on that, as where you're not just taking out, you know, if you have the vehicle, then like, either way you could do it, but it'll be a lot easier if you have the vehicle. Like, let's say if you have, let's say there's one, okay, maybe Martin calls you or Malk calls you and says, hey man, we got these gang banging mother effers over here, you know, trying to steal in our business, or use whatever thing he does, I don't know. And then if they're out in the ocean, you know, trying to steal from our business associates, basically means people that you sell the drugs to. And then you gotta go and you gotta take your APC, or they'll give you like a buzzard or something, or a boat or whatever, I don't know. And then you have to go take it out. But if you have the APC, you can just go out there very slowly, mind you, and take it out. Or you could use your aircraft. I mean, really, or what they could do, which I think this would be really cool, they could even go into the transportation business in two ways. One, you could transport cargo, either using your own personal vehicle, if you have the space in it, or you could use, you know, your mobile operations center, right? I mean, think of how much stuff you could fit in there. I mean, really. Or you could use a, or you could use, more like a semi-truck, or a helicopter, or a plane, but it would be legitimate so there's no bad guys coming after you, and you could do stuff that not only you wouldn't make that much money, maybe same stuff around the air freight, like 100,000 an hour, or something, a little over 150 an hour, 175 an hour, but, you know, this is going to be different, or you could also go into the people transportation business, where you could then again use your own vehicle, and the more you have, like if you have, you know, obviously it'll give you the option to go to a vehicle, which would be a lot slower but doable, and then, like, let's say first start, like, the more you do, the more you unlock. Like, first you got to go down the street, pick up the guy or girl, and, you know, take them to said destination. And if you don't have a vehicle, or you don't want to use your own personal vehicle, then you can request one of their vehicles, or I don't know, to be a two-door, or to be a little faster, maybe be like the Oleggy, or you could use like a four-door to be a little slower, or, you know, there's all these different options, or you could use their own. And then from there, then you could go pick up people from the ocean, like someone that's stranded in the ocean. Because really, because, I mean, yeah, the Tula and the CBs are really cool and all, and they can land in the water, and the Dodos can land in the water, but what are you going to use it for? I mean, really, what are you going to use it for? There's really no great purpose for it, other than it's really cool. Which, it is really cool. I mean, it's fun. But maybe then you can actually use it to go pick up people from the ocean, you know, that are like stranded out in the middle of nowhere. And then you could bring them back to the land. You could maybe even bring them to their house. Or, I don't know, maybe they're a prisoner, or bring them to the prison yard or something, I don't know. But then maybe, you know, with the, I mean, really, I could probably come up with a mission for every single one of these vehicles that we have that pretty much have no use to them. But I'm not going to. I'll throw one more out. Prison bus. What do you do with the prison bus? I bought it on a whim, 500 grand. Honestly, probably the worst decision I've ever made. I bought a lot of vehicles, and that's probably the worst, including the Faggio, which, by the way, is the slowest vehicle. It can't go up a hill. It can't. It's just, it just can't. Not even going side to side. I can barely make it up side to side. And you gotta get a lot of speed to even have a chance. So, I mean, just don't buy that. Unless, I mean, I bought one really just because, you know, I mean, I could put a bunch of mirrors on it and lights, and it just looks awesome. But, you know what I mean? I mean, so there are only a few options we have left. And then there's the nightclubs, which would be very interesting. I mean, like, many people have said that we already have the interiors for some of these nightclubs, like Tequila La, when you go into the business. However, I don't think, Simon, if you're still with me, I do not think they're actually going to bring out Tequila La.
Okay, we need you to take this.
Because, you know, that's the one, Simon, I'm sure you know about this, but when you go to source some of your drug supplies for your MC business, one of the missions is you gotta go to the Tequila La and fight the Lost MC. So how weird would that be if, I mean, unless you buy it and then that mission gets a lot easier, or that mission just doesn't appear anymore, which in that case, I would gladly spend a lot of money on that. Because, I mean, I hate that mission. I mean, really, they get to use, like melee weapons, and, you know, you can't even use a knuckle duster. Brass knuckles, like, you can't use anything. Really? Crowbar, pipe, pull Q, you can't use anything. I'm like, really? You give them all these melee weapons, I can't use anything to defend myself with? And I gotta fight like 20 of them. Maybe it cancels it out and you buy it, but I mean, think about it. How weird would it be if you had to go to your own nightclub to fight the Lost MC, and then, I don't know, I mean, there's so many things they could do, and honestly, I feel like, with these sports, like the golf, I feel like that should pay out a little bit, because yeah, it's decent XP, not great XP, but it's decent XP. I feel like maybe you should pay out, I don't know, about $200 per hole you do, you know, Because, I mean, it does take some time. I mean, it's not like it's an instantaneous thing. I mean, it takes a few minutes. But, I mean, I think that'd be cool. But I definitely, I mean, they could go with a legitimate business. I mean, kind of like what I'm doing now, but maybe I have Venom Wedge attached to it. Maybe I have a regular thing. And, I mean, honestly, hopefully they won't go back to the bunker. As you can see, we only have 15 minutes. But I feel like I mean, they could do legitimate business DLC. I mean, there's so many options out there for legitimate business DLC. And then, of course, what they could do is they could open up, because don't forget, I mean, I know we don't really have them on PS4, but they're still or on next gen, but they're still on last gen. Which I'm pretty sure they had a plan to use them. But they still could implement them, but what I'm talking about here is the 3 character slots. Character slot 3, 4, and 5, of which you just could not access. I don't know why, I don't know how you would actually unlock the accessibility to them, but you could not access them. So maybe they could do something like that, like with each DLC, they open up a few buildings, like a section of the map, or buildings in a section of the map. And then maybe you can go and you can either be a good guy and they could bring up the cop DLC, where then you could respond to calls and do all that. Of course, you could do it invite only, or you could go total criminal and just like kind of break into houses. Of course, you kick down the doors and whatnot. You could go into the different apartments and houses and just like totally rob people. And if someone's in there, you can, I don't know, you can like tie them up, or you know, you could kill them if you want, or you can kidnap them. I mean, there's another DLC right there is kidnapping. You could kidnap people and hold for extortion. You know, be like, hey, you know, I'm gonna, you know, looking good if you give me $100. Of course, you know, it'd be stupid if you were less than 100 grand on GTA, but and then yeah, and the more you do it, the less of a chance of it caught. You know, if you get caught. And then here's what they also could do, is, which I know it's not like part of like business, but maybe you could, like, if you actually get like what they could do is they could redo the wanted level, whereas if you have 2 stars, if you haven't fired a shot, then you know they won't be shooting at you. And if you have 1 or 2 stars, they will shoot at you. 3 or higher, because you gotta kill a cop to get 3 stars. Then you get, you know, they don't start shooting at you, but they can like arrest you and then haul you off to jail, and then you can either pay your way out, you can break out, and then you can, or you can just wait your time, which would be at most like an hour in game. And like no matter what lobby you go to, you're still in jail until you do your time. And to get an hour at most, or maybe 30 minutes at most. I don't know. But then, and then how you can make money off that is, I'm not Rockstar, because you know I've already given them like 20 ideas so they can make a ton of money and make people happy. So really happy too, mind you. But you know how you do is that maybe the other prisoners would say, hey, I'll pay you 10 grand to bust me out. You bust out 10 prisoners all at once, and bam, that's easy, $10,000, and then $100,000. You know what I mean? But obviously, there wouldn't be a super easy breakout, but it wouldn't be super difficult. So there you have it. I mean, that's just some of the roads that could go down. So not many before they have to do legitimate business DLCs. Like I said, there's so much they could do with the crates, and they've already revamped the crates. Yeah. So, cool. So yeah, that's pretty much all I got. Don't forget to stay tuned for more videos. I will hopefully be going live with Second Son tomorrow, maybe. Get 2 mil, and then just chill for a bit and just see where it takes me. And I don't know what's coming out Tuesday, but whatever it is, this is what's required beyond this point. Let's beyond this point. But yeah, I know it's been quite a long video, but actually I do live streams, and I know I still gotta figure out what exactly my the name of that channel is that I have dedicated to DLC ideas. And then I'll tell you all that, and then I'll definitely make some videos on that on my other account. But start staying up for the next DLC is right around the corner, and oh yeah, that's right, mansions. If they bring out mansions, they could bring out businesses to go with it. Now maybe that's where they can then bring out the legitimate businesses, where you actually have to have a mansion, and then you can, purchase a legitimate business, and then from there, then you can, I don't know, then, oh, don't tell me I was freaking up there. Please tell me I was down here. Oh, thank God. I can totally see it being, it's like way, way up there. We'll just go cap something. But yeah, I mean, then you can go and you can do legitimate businesses or nightclubs. Or, I mean, there's so much you can do tonight. I mean, there's so much they can do. So obviously, GTA Online is not gonna die out in 2018. I mean, it's going to die down, but it's not going to die out. But I definitely think that and I think they are actually getting the hang of it again. I'm sure if Leslie Benz was on the project, I'm sure that we would have gotten this stuff eventually, because he would have agreed with it. But the businesses would have been a lot better, and I can just pretty much guarantee that. So there you have it. Stay tuned for more videos. Stay awesome. I'll be pumping out DLC idea videos at least once a week from now on, starting next week. It's still Saturday, so next week starts tomorrow. And yeah, so stay tuned, stay awesome. Don't forget to go ahead and hit that subscribe button below, leave a like, leave a comment, of which I'll get to as soon as I can. Again, my computer is still down, it's out for the count, sadly, thanks to Microsoft. And yeah, don't forget to follow me on Twitter at ZachRider747. Check me out at Discord at ZachRider747. Check out Police 1013's website at police1013.com. Check out their Facebook page by the same name, Police 1013. Check out their Twitter at Police Simulator. And don't forget to check out their Discord, which is Police 1013 or Police Simulator. It's not hard to miss. The guy in charge is Matt Norman. So go ahead and check their YouTube channel out at Wingman Games. And yeah, go check out some of their videos. You'll see they're actually making progress. They're doing a really great job. And you know what? That game will be out within 3 years, guaranteed. I will guarantee it right now, because if he is actually able to, I'm like guaranteed right now. I'll guarantee that if Mr. Norman is actually able to do what he said, what he's planning on doing, which is basically finishing off the majority of the map by the end of the year, then by mid-year 2018 he will have the whole map done, and they'll just be moving in all this stuff, all the assets and all that. I mean, then they'll still have all the animations and stuff to do, but they'll make a whole lot of progress. So go check out the progress. They're making really great progress, and you know what? There's even a competition right now. So go check that out in the Discord. And as always, we will catch you later. Thank you all so much for watching. And Simon, please message me next time you're online. I'll be on all day. And yeah, thank you so much for watching.